State versus Timothy Strain, 19-417. Controlled substances endangering the welfare of a minor. Are you Mr. Strain?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a lawyer, sir?
I filled out the public defender
Okay.
form.
We'll take a look at it.
He did so, but there's some information that's lacking.
Sir, you haven't completed your form, so I'm going to have you reappear on November 7th at 10 o'clock.
November 7th.
For attorney status and arraignment.
And Mr.
Hey,
Strain, Mr. Strain, it'd be helpful if you filled out a new application and actually fill out the contents, you know, your assets and things along those lines. You left a lot of that blank in the current form.
I don't have any assets.
We need to write it down.
Okay. You can stand aside. Thank you, sir. Stephen Osborne, 19-233. Controlled substances and paraphernalia.
Judge, Mr. Osborne's with us. He is set for trial in December. If you'll leave him on, Stephen, I'll get out and talk to you again, and we'll get a resolution.
Okay. I thought I was in for a failure to appear. Supposed to have been a failure to appear. I talked to the bondsman. The bondsman was willing to reinstate my bond.
Who's your bondsman?
Ron from Triple R.
Right.
We tried to get this matter settled last month, and I know court was crazy. We didn't really get anything resolved for the FTA, but I have bonded out on that FTA, and it was an honest mistake between the courts and myself. I showed up to court. I was told I was not on the docket. Like I said, I've talked to Ron, and that's the only thing holding me in jail at the moment. Like I said, I've bonded out on that issue, and trying to get court resolved, you know, for the possession charge.
It looks like the failure to appear warrant was issued on June 27th. It wasn't served till September 11th, so something's not making sense. I'll just set it down for hearing on November 7th.
And I'll get over it.
As soon thereafter as I can get to it.
So I'm stuck in here still in the FTA?
That's right.
Okay, but what about my bond?
What about it?
I mean, I've already paid a bond, and the bondsman's willing to reinstate that bond.
And I'll have a hearing on it on November 7th at 10 o'clock or as soon thereafter as I can get to it. Travis Armistead, 19-405. Controlled substances. Okay, the public defender's been appointed. And he pled not guilty.
If it hasn't been...
We've scheduled it. So.
All right.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
You may stand aside, sir.
You get a bond reduction?
Let's see what. Let me look at your bond.
Gary, do you have
I'll set it down for hearing on the bond on November 7th, 10 o'clock or soon thereafter as I can get to it. We'll set it for bond hearing. Christy Wood, 19-215. Drug case, yes.
Our office represents Miss Wood. She has three matters, 19-215, 19-322, and 19-357. She has a revocation that's pending before Judge Webb, and there's an agreement that the revocation in these three cases is going to be resolved by a plea to drug court. So if the court would transfer 19-215, 19-322, 19-357 to Judge Webb's docket, I assume Judge Webb's going to be here next week.
Agreed to take her?
Yes.
If they've agreed to take her, we can transfer.
Very well. Your Honor, but before she's excused, she asked if she could be, understanding she's going to plead next week to drug court. She's going to inquire of this court if she might be released on a bond of some sort between now and next Thursday.
Your Honor, the state would not be in favor of that. This lady is to the point.
This would help, hopefully, help keep her sober. Let's just not do that.
Very well. Thank you, Your Honor.
What was the answer on that?
I think it's best that you stay there. Thank you.
All right.
What is your name, ma'am?
Margaret Driscoll.
Okay. 19107,
Judge,
Margaret Driscoll.
Ms. Driscoll, if I remember right, you pled about 10 days ago. Is that correct?
I did.
What'd she say?
She did.
I remember her. They got her
I
hair
got
pulled.
put on probation.
All right, well,
I don't know why she's in jail, Judge.
what do I was, nice to see you.
I'm being held on contempt.
Contempt. Well, there's been a sentence, it's not in this case that she's in jail.
No.
It might be another matter. Do you know anything about it, this prosecutor? Well, we'll look into it, ma'am, but we don't see anything to be done right now.
Okay.
Well, thank you. You may stand aside.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Your Honor.
Are you Randall Woodward?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, this is 07-28, 10-04, 15-308.
Judge, I believe this is a contempt for non-payment.
It is. Your Honor, may I say something?
Let me look at the case right quick. I'm sure I'll let you talk in just a minute.
All right, thank you, sir.
There's nothing reflected to be filed in 15-308. May have been, it may just be not showing up. I only find in the 07-28 case anything being filed, is that
I
right?
see that, Judge. That's what the filing I've got, but it references the 010-104 and 010-308. It has it in, that's the filing I've got.
Okay, so it's just 07-28 is what we're taking.
I don't know exactly. I think they tried to file it. Yes, they were talking about cases 2010, 2001-04.
Okay, well maybe it just needs to be filed.
Filed in each one of them.
Well, sir, do you have a lawyer?
I did apply for a public defender.
Okay, I'll take a
Yes,
look.
sir.
You got the application?
We've already been appointed,
Okay.
Judge.
And does he
Uh,
enter a plea of not true to these
Interplay not
allegations?
true, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm assuming it was Judge Webb's case. It's not in the computer, so what do you know?
Judge Webb did sign.
Okay. I'll have you appear before Judge Webb on November 14th at 8:30.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I did 40 days in Lawrence County Jail before the 23 days here. I've been in jail 63 days, sir, and upon my release, I can make a payment. I can make a payment and send it in the mail as soon as I get home. My home is 3 hours away, and I would be much obliged if we could take care of this today, sir, and let me get home so I could send you guys some money.
Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna have the public defender come and talk to you, and then if he can make an arrangement with the prosecutor's office, I bet that can be worked out. But it's actually another judge's case, which is appearing before me because I guess this is your first or second appearance before a court.
It's my first appearance on contempt, Your Honor. When I got sent to prison by Judge Webb, I was under the assumption that it would take care of all my fines. That's why I never made a payment. So it was just a miscommunication error between someone, maybe me, but I didn't mean to do it. I've been making my fine payments in 2 other counties every month like clockwork, sir. I would have sent you guys some money. It's a simple mistake. I can make a payment next week upon my release. I got to get to my wallet in Walnut Ridge.
All right, maybe we can get this taken care of, but you're going to have to talk to your lawyer first.
Can I come over this afternoon and resolve this case, please?
You bet. Come, we'll bring you over.
All right, thank you very much.
Has anybody got it? I think I signed it, but I don't remember the details. Has anybody got an affidavit on Mr.
I do, Your Honor.
Santoro? Mr. Santoro, I'm looking at an affidavit here. Actually, I reviewed it and signed it, finding there's a probable cause for your arrest for breaking or entering, theft of property, a firearm, another theft of property, possession of a controlled substance, possession of marijuana, fleeing in a vehicle, fleeing on foot, tampering with physical evidence, and possession of firearms for certain persons. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say might be used against you in court. You have a right to an attorney. And afford an attorney, make application to the public defender's office. And if you qualify, we'll appoint an attorney to represent you. And while you're in jail, subject to the regulations of the Sheriff's Department, you have a right to communicate with your family, friends, and your attorney. Do you know what his criminal history score is, or have y'all not calculated it?
I don't think we calculate. I know we placed this gentleman on probation on August the 30th of this year.
I'm gonna set it at $20,000 cash. When it comes up again, we can have a bond hearing if we need to.
I was wondering if we could change it to cash or pro.
No. Let's see, I'll have you appear before Judge, I'm over here next, so I'll have you appear on November 7th at 10 o'clock for arraignment. Thank you.
So there's no bond can be cash or pro.
No.
Cause y'all had me at a 10,000 cash or pro, and as soon as I bonded out, y'all changed it to 20,000 cash.
I don't know anything about that. But I just know what, reviewing the affidavit and your history as I knew it, that's what it was set at.
That's what I'm talking about on those charges.
But at any rate, that's where we're at.
Okay, well, thanks, sir.
Thank you. Randy Dodd, 19-171, 19-229.
Your Honor, Ms. Dodd is incarcerated, I thought.
No, she's here.
She's here.
But
She was in the Women's Iowa Women's Correctional Center.
for a while.
Okay.
I do need this guy. Judge, I'm standing in front of you, my apologies. Judge, Ms. Dodd is here. She is set for trial 12/9. If we leave her on, there is an issue with discovery. I'm working with the state to get that resolved. But otherwise, we just leave her on.
What is the discovery?
I don't know, Judge. This lady was charged in June and also in
Well, it's just, I don't
May,
have,
March, this 17. I think Ms. Dodd's been elsewhere.
she has been judged, and I just don't have any discovery in my file. I
That
just got
shouldn't stop the discovery. We'll get it today, Your Honor.
stay in touch. All right.
Tessie Churchman, 19-43, 19-84. Drug paraphernalia.
Judge, this matters for plea.
Okay. Now I'm looking at two police statements. Have you gone over these?
Yes, sir.
Have you signed both of them?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel you understand what's set out in these
Yes,
documents?
yes, sir.
Do you understand the charges against you and the range of penalties that you convicted?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty in 19-43 to possession of drug paraphernalia, 2 counts?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty in 19-84 to possession of drug paraphernalia?
Yes, sir.
You're giving up your right to have a trial and appeal in both cases?
Yes.
Are you guilty? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Have you been promised anything other than what's in these documents?
No, sir.
Has anyone pressured or threatened you to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
And are you guilty of these crimes?
Yes, sir.
What happened?
Your Honor, in 2019-43, this occurred on January the 9th of 2018. The parole search team was called in looking for a fugitive. They went to Mrs. Churchman's home where they found a controlled substance, Roxette, a controlled tube, controlled substance, digital scales, white residue that tested positive for methamphetamine, numerous small plastic baggies used to package and dispense methamphetamine. In case 2019-84, this arises out of an event that took place on February the 26th of 2019. This was Officer Cody Gilbert conducting a probation home visit. Would have gone to the home of Tessie Churchman and Nicholas Weeks, and during that visit, they found numerous items of drug paraphernalia, syringes, spoons, plastic Ziploc bags containing residue of methamphetamine.
Is that true, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
This time I'll accept your plea and judge you guilty in both cases. In 19-84, you're sentenced to 6 years in the Department of Corrections to be suspended on conditions of probation. You pay $200 in cost, a $2,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, $40 booking fee, drug crime assessment of $125. In 19-43, for possession of drug paraphernalia misdemeanor, you're sentenced to 30 days in the county jail, suspended. For possession of drug paraphernalia felony, you're sentenced to 15 years in Department of Corrections, suspended on conditions of probation. You pay $200 in cost, a $2,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, $20 booking fee, drug crime assessment of $125, pay what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month beginning within 30 days. Make the payments to the Sheriff's Department here in Baxter County. What are you working at now, man?
I'm just a stay-at-home mom.
See this gentleman here.
Okay.
State versus Jacqueline Huddleston, 19-51. Drug paraphernalia, delivering controlled substances.
Your Honor, my client's here for a change of plea if I may approach.
Okay. Now, have you gone over these documents?
Yes, sir.
Speak up.
Yes, sir.
You feel you understand what's set out in the documents?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the charges against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
Just speak up so that she's got to hear you. Sorry.
Oh, yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty to possession of a controlled substance, or 2 counts of possession of controlled substance?
Yes, sir.
Possession of drug paraphernalia,
Yes, sir.
and driving with a license that was canceled, suspended, or revoked?
Yes, sir.
You're giving up your right to trial and appeal by pleading guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily,
Yes, sir.
and because you're in fact guilty?
Yes, sir.
And if I judge you guilty for possession of a controlled substance, on each count you'll be sentenced to 12 months in the county jail, suspended on conditions of probation. For possession of drug paraphernalia, you're sentenced to 12 months in the county jail, be suspended on conditions of probation, and driving on a license that was canceled, revoked, or suspended, you'll be sentenced to 12 months in the county jail, suspended on conditions of probation. You're to pay $200 in court costs, a $1,000 fine, and a $40 booking fee. You pay what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month, beginning within 30 days. Make your payments to the Sheriff's Department here in Baxter County. Before you leave, you'll need to visit with this gentleman here.
Yes.
Just go with him.
If I may be excused, Your Honor. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Robert Weibel, 18427.
I'm going to give the court a police statement on the Baxter County case and also the Marion County case.
Okay.
Your Honor, Mr. Weigel will be entering pleas of guilty both Baxter and Marion County. He is pleading to the court. We have agreed, per Mr. Etheridge and Mr. Chisholm, that he would appear back in front of you for formal sentencing in approximately 30 days.
Okay. Approach on this. Agree by continuing on defense motion on November 21st.
That's fine.
Very well. Karen Cleveland, 19411. Controlled substances and paraphernalia.
Good morning. I filled out for the public defender. Huh?
Judge, she
Looks like she's already been appointed, right?
She has been appointed, Your Honor, and she's scheduled out.
You'd have been. See when your next day is, man. January 9th.
10 o'clock? Okay, I'll be here. Thank you.
Hey.
Regina K. Singer, 19209. Controlled substances. Now I'm looking at the police statements and conditions of suspension of probation. Have you signed these documents?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Have you gone over the documents?
Yes.
Do you think you understand what's in them?
Yes.
Do you understand the charge against you and the range of penalty if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty to possession of methamphetamine?
Yes, sir.
You're waiving your right to a trial and an appeal by pleading guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Have you been promised anything other than what's in these documents?
No, sir.
Has anyone threatened or pressured you to get you to change your
No,
plea?
sir.
Are you guilty of this crime?
Yes, sir.
What happened to you?
Your Honor, on June the 2nd of this year, Ms. K. Singer was stopped by Rodney Wiggins with the Mountain Home Police Department, and she was stopped in a vehicle, I think for no tags, and during a search of that vehicle, she was found to be in possession of a small quantity of methamphetamine.
Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Accept your plea and adjudge you guilty, you're placed on 4 years probation or actually sentenced to the Department of Correction to be suspended on conditions of probation. You pay $200 in court cost, a $2,000 fine, DNA fee of $250, $40 booking fee, $200 in public defender fees, drug crime assessment of $125. You pay what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month beginning within 30 days. You pay the Sheriff's Department here in Baxter County. We'll see this gentleman. Justin Watson, 19250. I'm sorry. Justin Watson, yes. 19257. Hello. Who represents you, sir?
Paul Bayless.
In your honor, set for 12-9.
Very well. Harold Saylor, 19263.
He
is currently incarcerated in the Marion County Detention Center. He's got a matter over there that carries a little more oomph than this one, so I'm trying to work out a deal that will encompass both counties.
Very well, thank you.
So if we can excuse him, he is in the Marion County Jail.
Matthew Guthrie, 19295. Sexual assault.
I represent Mr. Guthrie. We're supposed to be here on the final hearing. The problem is I just got furnished with discovery today. The matter's on a scheduling order for trial in December, and I don't see that we're going to be able to make that scheduling because I've got over 39 pages of electronic communication I have to go through, plus 2 statements and so forth. I just don't see with my schedule I'm going to be able to meet the scheduling order of the court by December and have enough done to know even whether I need to file a motion or any motion, since I just got discovery.
All right, thank you.
You want to give us a time to come back and we'll
All right.
see where we are.
We'll reschedule it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jill Neal, 1937.
Be excused. Thank you, Your Honor.
We have a change of plea in this case, Judge.
Okay.
If I may approach, Your Honor.
I won't accept that.
Very well. Judge, we leave her on.
Yep.
All right. Thank you.